You doing, Red Bull? Yeah, I gotta start on this section. So I just got on the other side and grab all my brake tools. This rotor still good. Grease. Got some cleaner. We'll pull the slides out, clean off the slides. Let me grab my pliers. Pliers. Shit, that's right. Pull these bolts out of the slides. took them apart, there was plenty of grease on the bolts, but not plenty of grease on the slides. Living right next to the tracks. Not that bad in the house. Out here, you better not be having a conversation with nobody. That's numero uno. It is thin. I got no pads. Oh, the sun was my bad, guys. Let me move my camera. There is no pads left. Oh my gosh. I was like that close. Let me get the new ones. These are the new ones. It's falling apart. That way you kind of see what I'm actually doing and the sun ain't blinding you. But my name's Will, and I never did live. I always did videos with like RC cars and custom builds and stuff. But trying to get back into it. Everybody's live streaming now. I want to be a part of it. Everybody having fun live streaming. So I take the old pad and jam her back in there, because you got to run that piston back. It's brake squeeze, and then they don't go back, but just a little bit. You got to push the fluid back into the reservoir. So you can kind of see that happening. Just gotta draw that piston back, and this gap will get bigger and bigger and bigger. You ain't gotta rush it though. Rushing it would be bad. My beard's in my mouth. My jacket's too big, it's choking me to death. It's pushing my beard into my mouth. And I'm choking. This is annoying. But just take it off and just freeze to death. You just joining in, we're doing some brakes on my truck. Got the 96 Silverado Special Edition shit box. She's fully shitty. Hey, y'all want to see my wide open exhaust? My exhaust. See how the exhaust goes back there? And that's it. It just stops up in there. It's wide open. I can't see what y'all are seeing. I'll show you later. I'll show you later, but the exhaust is completely wide open. This truck is straight piped. It has dual straight pipes with the 350 in it. Somebody comment? Buenos dias. Alright, so now we've officially squeezed this piston back and opened this gap up enough. And you see my problem is these slides, these are the slides. They're not sliding. The slides ain't sliding. Oh my god, they're locked up. So when the brakes squeeze, they have to move on both directionals. And if they're not moving in both directions, you wear your brake pads out unevenly. Just like I'm wearing my back out unevenly. Alright, so you take the pads, old padders out of there. And now we gotta pull these pins out. Gotta pull those pins out because they're crusty and rusted in there. They put grease all on the bolts, but not on the slides, the actual slides in there. If you know anything about brakes, there's a place to put grease. Where's my pliers? I can't find them. Oh, I'm sitting on them. Alright, so I'm just going to take these pins. Really shouldn't be using pliers on them, but they're stuck. The other side was really stuck. These don't feel quite as stuck, but they're definitely still stuck. Come on, Red. Y'all say hi to my dog. Red. Come here, Red. Come here, my beautiful boy. Say hi. Say hi, Red. He's got a limp. As soon as we sell this house, we're gonna give him surgery on his leg. So, because he's got a knee issue where his knee keeps popping out of his socket. And when his knee pops out, he's like limping and stuff. But then he'll like pop it back in and then take off running. It's one of those things where we're trying to help him limp it along until we can afford to get the surgery. Red, no, you're a good boy. Alright, so that's the pin. And you can see it's kind of got like a shiny spot. And it's a little bit of like dried up grease on there, but there's some crust in there. And if you don't grease these slides, see, they greased the inside of it, but that's the bolt. They greased the bolt and didn't grease the slide. That's why sometimes it's best to do it yourself, you know. Now, this one's actually got some grit on it. I'm going to try to clean off. Oh, dang it. This is actually pretty bad. I think I might take y'all up to the shed if y'all want to see the shed. This is the truck that we're working on. So, go to the shed and grind this thing up. That's my house. right over. A dogger. So that's the backyard. Good boy. See, he's walking fine right now, but then he'll turn and start limping. I cannot wait to get that surgery for him, because it's just frustrating to watch. The reason why we got that dog is because so I used to have a bunch of motorcycles and four-wheelers. I'm down to 2 motorcycles. I only got 2 motorcycles left. The other one, I can show y'all, it's in the other shed. If y'all like, I don't know, comment, I guess, say motorcycle, and I'll go look at the other motorcycle. But sorry, it's cold, man. It's like 20 degrees. I'm trying not to shiver. But I got this grinder, and I'm gonna clean up this pin real quick on this grinder. So it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud, big pimpin'. Mute your volume. Alright, pin, clean. Did anybody comment motorcycle? I don't see any motorcycle comments. Well, the motorcycle's in that shed. And if you want me to look at the motorcycle, you know, I'll go in there. It's an old motorcycle. It's a I got black on my face. Dang, I look terrible. Try to keep y'all out the sun. That's my brother's truck. I did a job for my dad. I traded him the truck. I said, look, I'll do all the work you want me to do. I don't want any money. Just give me that truck and I'm gonna get it to my brother. And I told him that too. I said, I'm gonna give it to my brother because he needs a truck. But then he said he can't fix it. So since he said he can't fix it, well, I mean, I could fix it, but I just ain't got the money right now, buddy. But I could fix it, but I just can't. I just really can't. And so somebody might be coming to buy that thing today. And he's gonna take that $500 and go get him some Christmas stuff for his kids and stuff. And you're talking about a guy he's been broke as you can ever be. And this man come and bring me a $100 Xbox controller for my birthday. I mean, dude, this guy ain't got nothing. Barely making it, paying for his kids and everything, and he come and bringing me a gift that I can't even afford to give him, you know. I mean, I could afford it, but that's not the point. Spending money don't, you know, get you ahead. And I'm trying to get ahead. Every dollar I got is going into remodeling the house, because we're actually remodeling the house to sell it, because we're going down to Florida. And no, that ain't no political thing. It's just for family. We're going down there for family. All right, so I'm show y'all. I'm throwing some grease down in there. Can you see it? I can't tell if you can see it. Well, right up in there, there's some grease, and I'm greasing the slides. I'm gonna pull that other one out. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible cameraman, you know. It's on reverse, so it's flippy out of me. You got me all tripped out, brother. All right, so the crusty, destroyed end was sticking out, so we'll just stick that out and rub some stuff on her. Oh man, I had gloves on earlier. I had gloves on earlier when I did the other side. I already did the other side. But yeah, comment motorcycle if y'all want me to go see the motorcycle in the shed. I got two motorcycles. I got a 79 Goldwing GL 1000. It's like the original OG one. It's banana yellow, so it looks absolutely terrible. But it was my dad's like dream motorcycle. Like he just my dad's 87, and he bought it several years ago, trying to get it all, you know, nice for the road, not knowing it didn't run that great. Ended up having to park it, never worked on it. It got worse, parked it even longer. So I got it from him and just went through it as much as I could while I was making some decent money. Before we started doing the house, I was making some decent money, and I was going through the whole motorcycle, cleaning it, redoing everything. And I got it at a guy's, it's at a guy's shop right now. He's tuning the Goldwing. It's got 4 separate carburetors, and you have to tune all 4 of them individually and then synchronize them and all that. I'm sure some people already know that, but some people don't know that it's a lot of work to get them carburetors exactly right. You know, on those early Goldwings, those carburetors are extremely complicated. So if y'all are just joining in, I'm pulling the pins out because my brakes are completely wore out, and it's good to grease the pins. And it turns out the pins are super dried out. And we're just talking motorcycles because I got motorcycles in the back. If y'all want me to go check out the one that's here, I'll go check it out. If y'all want me to, just comment motorcycle down at the bottom. See, this pin should just come right out. Like there shouldn't be any struggle. So the fact that this pin is not just coming out is a little bit alarming, considering that everywhere I drive this truck, I pull a trailer with it. Now when I bought this, well, I actually got this truck pretty much for free. I did a job, I did a landscaping job, and the lady gave me the truck for it. And her husband passed away, and when he passed away, he was actually working on the truck. Oh dang, this one's even worse. You can see the rust ring around that thing. That's actually like you can kind of hear it. Yeah, it's not very good. So I guess we gotta go back up to the shed, guys. But yeah, comment down below. Nobody said motorcycle yet, but I'll go down and check out the motorcycle in the shed if y'all want to go look at it. I actually kind of want to look at it myself. That's why I keep talking about it. If you can't tell, you know. But oh man, it hurts to bend down. I need a backiotomy. But we gotta go clean this one up too. Man, that sucks. I should have just did them both at the same time. But doing this live streaming stuff is kind of distracting. Red, you wanna go back up to the back again? Red, you wanna go to the back? Come on, boy. All right. So I'll give you a little house tour too. We're going through the. I already did the bathroom. I did the kitchen and the main room, the TV room we call it. Already did all that, and I installed a full custom shower in there with Bluetooth speaker and everything. It's sick. It's like you feel like you're stepping into another house, because the house is like, oh, that's my wrecked Tahoe, and that's my Impala. The Tahoe motor's going in the Impala because I wrecked it like an idiot. And yeah, so the motorcycle's in there. And there's the pigs. Y'all see the pigs? So let's go see the pigs, Red. Let's go see the pigs, Red. Oh, go piggies. Oh, they're getting big. We feed them all the extra tomatoes. So when we got leftover tomatoes, calm down, Red. We give him all the tomatoes. He gets so excited. He just wants to play. I mean, he might chase them, but I don't know. He might regret it. Pigs are not known for being nice. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're just super aggressive. So this is the little shed. Dude, I have a picture. If you go back on my YouTube, I have a picture where this shed has like 10 motorcycles in it and 2 4-wheelers, a scooter, and it has a tractor. I got a lawn tractor sitting in here. This is my grinding wheel. How many people is it? 5. Ain't too bad for my first live stream, Big Pimpin'. So I'm gonna clean this up. Sorry if it gets loud, guys. Mute it. I'm sorry. So we did that, cleaned it up. This is a lot better. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I got worried it was going to have to be new pins because if you get like a ring on here and it jams up onto the, there's rubber seals on the inside and you don't want to like cut them and then it just gets all this junk and cut debris all up inside of it. That's kind of a nice shot right there. All the trees above me. So I'm in Virginia. Kind of southern Virginia, kind of middle Virginia. We're underneath Richmond. And actually, if I got my keys on me, I might just check out the motorcycle. Huh? Why not? While I'm up here. What you doing, Red? Still chasing them pigs? So there we go. So we got the 2 electric dirt bikes, the Razors. I got new battery kits in those. There's my dad bike. Here's my racing bike. Here's the project bicycles and my kids' bike. But here's the CB 650. It's kind of hard to see it. Got spoke wheels, so it's not really like the sought after one. The CB 550 and the CB 750s are way more sought after apparently. But my dad bought this bike when he came into Virginia in the 80s, the mid 80s. I was told he bought it from a dealer, but then he said he bought it from a guy he met. I don't know. I think it's got like 45,000 miles on it or something. It is super dusty. Oh no, that was the other bike. This one has 17,584. So I was looking online and there's some custom ones that I've seen. There's no radiator as you can see, but there's some custom ones that I've seen that look really, really nice. I want to do one custom. And this one, I'm keeping this around. My daughter really likes it. My older son, he's getting a little bit too big for it. We're talking about real dirt bikes here soon. But they have a brushless upgrade kit you can put in those and make them really, really fast. And I think that's going to have to happen when we do the move. But there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. Buy my second brand new motorcycle that I've ever bought in my life, but it'll be the nicest motorcycle I've ever had. I'm not sure what I'm going to get yet, but I got to buy a motorcycle. So I'm gonna move to Florida. That's one of the conditions I told my wife. I said, we're moving to Florida. Oh my God, this dog, he is so funny. Red, he is my best friend for sure. How many people? That dog is just awesome. You ever get a chance to get a cane corso, even if they're like a mutt or something like that, it's fun. Just make sure they don't piss on themselves in the crates or shit it where they live. If you find a dog that shits where it lives, don't mess with that. But back to the brakes. So I got this pin, you can see the blue, and now I'm just finished this one. I'm gonna go ahead and grease it all up, damp some grease into there, and so we're just doing brakes, talking about motorcycles. If y'all wanna, I just showed the CB650. If I could at some point go up there where it's not a shop, it's a private residence, so I'm not like film it, but I'm gonna go up there and get that motorcycle once he finishes, and I can bring it back down here. And it's a fully kitted 79 Goldwing GL 1000, and it's a completely yellow. All the fairings and everything are bolted onto it, those aftermarket fairings that the people would get for them, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. It's the biggest motorcycle I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, I know the new Goldwings are bigger, but dude, this thing is just stupid for a 79 Goldwing. It's got the Vetter fairing on it, the windjammer thing with the radio stuff on the side. Oh no, does that one? No, I don't think that one has radio. But it's got those little bags and stuff, those little Velcro or button leather bags on the side, and in the back it's got hard case bags, all three of them. It's got the big bag on the back, or the big box on the back, I mean. So we got ceramic lubricant, and then yeah, I was wearing gloves earlier, and now I'm not, and I'm not super happy about it. But let me just live stream. Oh, somebody calling me. I'm gonna have to call her right back. I'm gonna call her right back. Because I'm covered in grease. And I'm live streaming. I can't be interrupted when I'm live streaming. She's just calling me because she's at lunch and everything. Well, I hope everything's okay. Now I feel bad. I don't usually do that. Like I said, this is the first live stream, I think. I mean, maybe not ever, but first live stream I actually like sat here and talked to the camera like a crazy person. And just, yeah, when I say like a crazy person, you man, I grew up in the 90s, man, and I watched cell phones come out, big dog. You know what it's like to be standing outside, skateboarding, and your dad comes home and he shows you flip phone. And you're like, Dad, but we got the bag phone. I thought, why do we need to? Yeah, bag phone, big dog. We had a bag phone in the truck. My dad's work truck had a black bag phone in it. And if you don't know what that is, look it up, big dog. That bag phones were the OG cell phone. It was like a business thing. My dad had a contracting business. That's what I grew up doing, was kitchens and stuff. That's why I did the remodeling in the house myself, because my dad taught me all that shit. You know, my dad's not a perfect person, but thank God he taught me all that shit. I wish I knew more about him when I was a kid, but nobody told me. So, you know, that's just frustrating. That's life. You learn things about people that you think somebody is really intelligent and really powerful and trying to do good in life. And a lot of times, you know, you're being fooled by this veil that people put on, this facade. When people say act right, you know, they really are a lot of times acting right. And I like to do right. So I've made some mistakes as well. I'm not perfect, but I like to try to focus on repenting and being nice about it, you know, or nice about the mistakes that other people make. But you know, you can't put people up on a pedestal all the time, because a lot of people become I don't know, infatuated with looking up to somebody that you could actually do better. You know, you could actually do a lot better. Like I could hire a mechanic to do this job, And if I hired a mechanic to do this job, they probably wouldn't do all the steps that I would go to clean everything out properly and grease it. Like some people, like the guy before me, greased the bolts instead of the slides. So if you don't know anything about brakes, you got to grease the slides. But he thought that the bolts, I guess he thought the bolts were the slides, because those are greased, but the slides ain't greased. But now they are. So let's bring you in there. We got them all greased up, ready to go. Sorry, I didn't mean to get preachy there for a minute, but yeah. You can't put people on a pedestal, man. You gotta get out there and do it yourself. You'll be surprised what you can do. What you can do yourself. And but yeah, when I get out of here, man, get me a motorcycle. Y'all gotta help me pick out a motorcycle. I was thinking about the Yamaha Tenere, like the new 25 models. They got the flat drive-by-wire and everything, and it's got the quick shifter on it now. So it's a real nice off-road, on-road motorcycle. I'm thinking about getting that. I'm gonna sell all my motorcycles that I got now, except for maybe one, just to keep as like a memorandum from my dad. But I'm not gonna keep both bikes. It's just too many motorcycles, and my wife won't allow me. So I'm gonna keep one for memories, but the other one of the other bikes gotta go. I just don't know which one's gonna go. But I do want to buy a brand new motorcycle, and we're gonna buy like either a dirt bike or a side-by-side or like a four-wheeler for my wife. She can't figure out what she wants, so we're gonna go up to the dealership and check out what she might like, because she's never really even been off-roading. And I went dirt biking for the first time on a KTM 500 the other day. It was my first real dirt bike experience, and that was insane. I loved it. It was really, really nice. And I know everybody's talking about like, oh, get a 250 or get a 300, or it's like I want to be able to go wherever I want to go with quarter throttle. I don't want to be wrapping this thing out trying to get some power out of it. That's not how I drive. I don't like driving stuff that's weak and wringing its neck trying to go somewhere. That's not what I like to do. But get a couple thumbs up. I mean, I know I got 2 thumbs up, but start the truck up. Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. I had to answer the wife. She called twice. You can't not hang up on the wife twice in a row. She's gonna think something's going on. So I had to go ahead and answer that. I really do truly apologize. But if we get some likes, I'll go ahead and start the truck up. The truck is straight piped. The truck's actually straight piped. So if y'all want me to start it up, comment in the bottom, or thumbs up if you already thumbs it up. So I'll crank it up and you can hear the straight pipage of the 350 8-inner. So I got the pins all greased up in here. That's what we were doing. It's front brakes, doing front brake pads, and we're doing an adjustment on the drums in the back. The drums, I just feel like they're not doing anything. They might be, but drums are just, I don't know. I don't understand, because that's all they use on big trucks, like semis and stuff. I mean, I know it's air brakes and all that, but they use drums, and they're stopping a lot of weight. But I know they overheat really bad too. But I don't know. I guess the drums they don't bite like you really want them to, and they don't self-adjust like the disc brakes do. The disc brakes, the way they self-adjust is just incredible. It's just so much better braking technology. One time I had this car. I had a 91 or 92 Saturn SL2. If you know anything about Saturns, the SL models, it means SL1 is just a single cam. SL2 is a dual cam. So like a lot of people talk about VTEC on Hondas, and they don't even know that a lot of stuff already has dual cams. So VTEC on a Honda isn't activating all the load all the time. So when you activate VTEC in a Honda, that's when you get your full dual overhead cam. But in those Saturns, they had dual overhead cam from if you got the SL2 model, it had dual overhead cam from the factory. What am I doing? I need to put the pads in there. They had dual overhead cams from the factory, and they actually made like 124 horsepower, and they had plastic doors. That's the reason why I sold it for real, is the plastic doors. And I started having kids, and I was like, dude, I'm not driving a plastic doored car down the highway with my kids in the back. You know, they got 2 car seats, and you got a 1/4 inch of plastic between you and the outside and the inner skin. If you ever take the inner skin off of those things, like the inner door panel, or you can take the outer door panel. A lot of people don't know that the plastic door panels are replaceable and really easy too. You can just pop the plastic outer door panel on and off and put new outer panels on those Saturns. They were kind of like really ingenious cars. I think Toyota helped design them, at least the motors or something. But those Saturns are actually like really underappreciated cars. Maybe if they made the doors out of metal, it would have been a lot better, but I don't know. But those Saturns were actually really underappreciated. Like the SL2 model was actually a very quick car, and my brother, he said he used to get 50 miles to the gallon with that SL1. And that's a 90s car. You know, you're talking about a 90s technology, basic fuel injection with throttle body. But because the car didn't weigh nothing and it was manual transmission, it would just get killer gas mileage. It was just awesome. I mean, you're talking Prius numbers with 100 horsepower. You know, but that's why everything is like it is nowadays, because everything's so heavy. So like a lot of people don't get it. The technology nowadays is great, but it's also followed by regulation. So what is the regulation? The regulation is smog, prohibitors of airflow, prohibitors of like how high your headlights have to be off the ground. So they're making the vehicles get taller and taller and taller. Well, what happens when you make a taller vehicle? It's heavier. And if you park this Silverado next to like a newer gen Silverado, the size difference is, it's just climbing up and up and up. So as they're getting more efficient engines, they're getting less efficient sizes. And I don't know, it'd be nice to have like a regular small truck again. Like the Canyons are pretty big too. I think the Canyon's like the same size as this truck, isn't it? The Canyon, or I don't know what they call the, is it the GMC or is it the other one? The Canyon is a small Chevy truck. Then they got the 1500. So this is a Chevy 1500 Silverado, fully loaded, power seats and everything. Only thing it don't have, I don't know if they had that option back then. They probably did though, because that ain't that long ago. 96. This is a 96. So they had, it doesn't have heated seats. They don't have nothing like that. My Tahoe, the wrecked Tahoe over there, I can take and show y'all the Tahoe in my Impala. I got an Impala in the back. And I can show y'all all that in a minute here when I get these brakes put on. But my Tahoe was a LT, fully loaded with everything, leather, heated seats. I mean, the seats got destroyed by the time, the front seats got destroyed by the time I was done with it. But I mean, they were already destroyed when I got it, but to be honest. But I really want to get a motorcycle. That's why I'm excited to move down there. Told my wife, I said, please. She said, I don't care if you get a new motorcycle. I said, a new motorcycle? I thought I was just going to get a little budget, you know. I was looking at it. Them Tenerays, they're like, you can get a Tenere, Yamaha Tenere 700. You can get them for about 7-8 grand. I think a new one was like 8,900. And then when the year modeling comes to the end of the year, that's when you get the deals. So you can get the previous year, you can get like 1,000, sometimes $2,000 off a motorcycle, especially if you go in there with like, look, I'm gonna buy this thing cash, or at least most of it in cash. I'm probably gonna just buy a whole cash, but I might finance it to build up some credit, but I'm not sure. But my credit don't need that much help right now. But during the transition, it might need some help. Just to, just to keep the credit score up, because you do a lot of applications and stuff when you're doing stuff like that. Buying another house down in Florida, doing all the applications and stuff. So I showed everybody my motorcycle. Got the motorcycle in the shed, CB650. Got the 79 Goldwing. I really wish that was here, but the guy's still working on it. He's tuning them carbs. I'll bring that down and show y'all that in the next live stream. Here, y'all want to go check out the truck? We'll go check out the Tahoe. Red, you being a good dog? You being a good dog? So that's my work trailer. Push tracker. So that's my Tahoe that I wrecked. Yeah, I wrecked that thing. So she's getting the motor. That thing's got a 305 in it, and it is so lazy. And I got my brother, who was he was a mechanic at the time. I got him to help me put the engine together, but I was lazy and I did the timing wrong. And I don't know why I did it. We should have just aligned everything. We thought we just put it right back the way it was, but I got it 3 teeth off, and it must have bent something, because that motor is just turned into a slouch. I took it all back apart and redid the timing again. That thing actually has knockoff Magnaflow or Flowmaster exhaust, single pipe, but it's got decent sounding exhaust to it, and it actually still runs. It starts. The transmission's slipping a little bit, but I'm gonna gut this thing, and it's gonna get everything. It's gonna get all the guts I can get good. That thing had sunroof, everything. It's really sad I balled that up, because I looked off the side of the road. There was a cop, had somebody else in another accident, and I was looking. I swear, it's like, that's how people say that stuff. They're like, oh, it was just a second. It was just a second. But the person in front of me was driving like a brand new Volkswagen Taos. It was a red Volkswagen Taos. I mean, it was nearly new, maybe a couple years old. And I balled that Taos up, man. It was just completely smashed. Pushed the back wheels up to the front a little bit more. So that's the Tahoe, and the Impala over there. And I'm rotating the tires. You can see it. It's kind of like cupping. It's hard to see on camera, but it does this thing where the tread wears unevenly when you have a trailer. Especially, it makes it worse when you have a trailer. And so we got the new pads on there, looking pretty good. I got lucky it didn't chew anything up. Go ahead and hit it with some brake cleaner. Alright, hit the other side. I got the third brake light already, and I'm starting to order some more parts for this truck. This truck, what I love about it is that you can put almost any kind of light. There's like so many parts for it. You can put like anything you want on it. Especially nowadays, you can put LED lights. You can put the new style radio and stuff in it. So, for anybody watching, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it. I'm gonna put y'all under the truck because it's straight piped, and it's really loud. So just forewarning, it's really loud. It's wide open exhaust. Here we go. Man, I'm an idiot. Oh, I left my keys in the back when I unlocked the shed. Oh well, y'all walk with Red again. See, there goes the limp. You can see that right leg right there, the right rear leg. See how he's kind of dragging it a little bit. Come on, Red, let's go. Yeah, you see that? Don't run. Don't run. I told you not to run. He stretches when he gets excited. But you can see the muscle bulging on the left leg, and he's barely putting any weight on that foot. Yeah. So we're gonna get him surgery. He is such a beautiful boy. You see it? See it? I know you're excited. Can you sit for me? Good boy. Paw. Paw. Yes. No, I don't have a treat. No, I don't have a treat. I know you spoiled. Give me paw. Give me paw. Give me paw. Good boy. Good boy. He is such a beautiful dog. Cane Corso, Pit Bull, and I mean, you name it, he's probably got it anyway. He's definitely a mutt dog. But I left my freaking keys. Where did I put my keys? Oh no. I can't spend the same looking for keys. I'm just gonna keep working on the truck. I don't know what I do with my keys, big dog. Oh no, I hope I didn't lock them in that shed. And I have another set of keys, but I'm not gonna waste y'all's time looking for keys. So this is my shed. Anybody joining the live stream, my shed. That I sold all the motorcycles out of here. Everything's gone. That's why it looks like trashed in here, because I had wall-to-wall motorcycles and four-wheelers in here, and I just been selling everything, man. I fix stuff and then I sell it. I fix stuff and then I sell it, and then end up with so much stuff that you just can't sell it all. You know, you just cannot. Or I mean, you can't fix it all. That's what I mean. You can't fix it all. You can sell it all. You can sell it all easy. But you can't always fix it all. You know, you're killing yourself trying to fix every damn thing. Oh my bad, I put the sun in your face. But that's Red. He's a guard dog. Did I really leave my keys in that shed? Ain't no way. Ain't no way I did that. They gotta be out here somewhere. The hell I did with my keys? I mean, I don't like not knowing where my keys are. So we got it up on jack stands in the back. I still gotta take this back wheel off. I already adjusted the rear drum on the other side. So my keys up here. What did I do with my keys? This is annoying. Oh no. I bet they are in that dang shed. I bet they are in that shed. I bet I did lock my keys in the shed. Because I'm distracted. I'm distracted because I'm live streaming. It's your fault. It's your fault, Red. You did it. You're the one that locked my keys in the shed. I don't know what you're talking about. So this is the house. The house is, we just did paint on these walls. Mud in the ceiling. I put all these lights in here. They didn't have no lights in here. That's why everything's wrecked, because we're painting the walls. So I got lights in here, but they got the night light feature, big dog. Check that out. Oh yeah, you got lights, and then you got night lights. Check it out. All right, I gotta see if I can find my freaking thing in here. If not, I'm gonna have to go back out there. So this is the kitchen. I did new floors in here and trimmed it all out. We painted it. Here is the living room. This was wood paneled. See that wood paneling right there? The whole room was like that. Ray, you're not supposed to be on that couch. I tiled this. This is a stone tile look on the. This is a secondary fireplace. There's two fireplaces in this place, and all the electrical and everything perfectly placed receptacles. Got to hang in the TV in here. That is a very old plasma TV, and it is a beautiful picture. So there's the kitchen. Painted the ceiling, painted the trim, new light, all new appliances. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I locked my keys in the freaking shed. Oh my gosh. Dude, why would I do that? Ain't no way, Red. No way I locked my keys in the shed. Alright, I'm gonna have to show y'all my face. Oh, we got another nightlight feature in the hallway. I really like that. We're gonna show you the custom bathroom, Big Pimpin'. Here you go. I built this whole bathroom myself. So that thing about up there in the back is a fan and a speaker. Hooks to the phone. I did this tile floor. Installed the shower, tile, all little nooks in the back. You see the little nooks? That's a drink holder. A soap holder. That is not for your beer or nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. My coffee's empty. My keys are locked in the shed. And I'm just having a fantastic live stream, you know. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh no, did she pack away my keys? No way. Bro. Did she seriously pack my keys up? Oh, why would she pack up my keys? I mean, my spare keys. It's a box of keys that I... Well, that's not good. I mean, they're still here in the house, but that means... Oh, man. I'm going to have to find the box. I'm going to have to go through it, get my keys out there. I'm not doing that right now, bro. I'm not. She took my keys and packed them, because we're starting to pack all the needless stuff. So it's looking pretty good. Still got to get a roller for that door right there. It needs a new roller. But it's looking good, man. We're looking good. Got the new fan in here. Painted the ceiling. This was a super textured ceiling. We scraped all the texture off. And see this? This is the back of the fireplace, big dog. See this? This is the back of the fireplace. So we're gonna go around here. This is the entranceway. And that's the fireplace. So this place got 2 fireplaces. And when we toured this house, and they were like, there's the first fireplace. And then that's the second one. I still got black on my face. I can still get black on my face. I don't need to get demonetized, you know. So my wife packed up my spare keys because we're gonna be eventually selling the house. So I think I need my keys within the next 2-3 months. I'm gonna need them. Come on, Rams. So that's the truck. I cannot decide, man. Obviously working doing the landscaping at the back of the truck, having the cover is just irreplaceable. I got all my tools in there. I got grass seed, random stuff, you know, rakes, and it all stays dry. And all my weed eaters and everything else. And it all stays dry. So I do want to get rid of the cap because I can't even clean the back window. It's covered in black stuff. And I haven't cleaned it in a long time, the whole truck, but I cannot even clean the back window with what I have. And I have a third brake light for it up there, and I can't take it off because I can't get to it. So, I mean, what's the point of getting a third brake light? I'm getting all the lights. I'm going to get to tail lights, but I ended up actually fixing the brake lights, and then I got into another pinch because my wife wrecked her car. So, yeah, within a year, within about 11 months of each other, we both wrecked our favorite, daily driver vehicles. So yeah, that kind of sucked. She was driving a 2020 Camry, and somebody let her out. And when they let her out, she crossed into the other lane and went to go the opposite direction in the outside lane, basically. And somebody passed the person who stopped and let her in, and she T-boned them, and we ended up getting screwed in that whole deal because for my almost $30,000 car, they paid off the loan, which is nice, but I got a $3,000 check for a $30,000 car. So that's one thing that people don't talk about when they talk about insurance is, yeah, I mean, you might pay the car off, but what are you really left with afterwards? That's a discussion that you should really have with your insurance people is, I didn't really have that discussion, and I'm planning on it because, I mean, total loss on a vehicle, it covered everything. They covered the loan. They did everything, but dude, I just had to start over again and get another car, and that's one thing you really need to have. You really need to have a. So we got the new brakes on here. You really need to have dash cam. If you can get a dash cam, so I'm cleaning out the brake fluid too. The brake fluid is pretty gross. It's pretty grody. But if you can get a dash cam front and rear, man, you should do it. Just do it, because that is extremely important to have. Dash cam is evidence to not somebody destroy your vehicle, and then all you get is a payout for the vehicle. You don't make anything. You're not making money. Some people say they make money. Well, I mean, maybe if their car is paid off, your car is totally paid off, you might get like a few $1,000s or whatever for your vehicle. But if you're under your loan past what your vehicle is worth to them, now granted, you could sell that car all day long for 16, 18, but they want to give you 13 for it. So they give you 13 grand for your $30,000 car, and you only end up with 3 like I did. That's difficult to jump out of, especially if you're not making a lot of money. And I do work for myself. I have my own landscaping business, but I have to create my own money. I don't have employees. Every job is done by me, my back, and every problem that my back has. So there's a lot of problems that my back has, and it's really, really difficult for me to do anything anymore, really, like I used to. I used to be really, really good at this stuff, and just sitting here just like this, it's really quite frustrating. It's really quite frustrating when you, man, this thing just cut off. What happened, guys? I'm sorry, man. Is it on? It's not on Wi-Fi. Yeah, sometimes it gets on connected to that Wi-Fi, and it's crazy how Wi-Fi in the house sucks way worse than even just like the regular TV. I mean, not the regular connection, because the connection just isn't really that good. So we got new brakes in the front. Everything's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the fluid out that I put back into the master. So when you push the brake cylinders back on these discs, it pushes fluid. And my pump, I have a pump that pulls all the fluid out, but it's broken right now. Perfect, I just threw it away. But we got the brakes installed. Oh, let me get that out of there. So I got new brake fluid. So yeah, more bikes up here. That's my little 20-inch right there. Red, you having a good time sitting in the sun, buddy? It's actually starting to feel pretty nice out here. See, we got 3 yards out front. That's my rock. See my big rock? I only got one now. I've been having at least like 5 or 6 every once in a while. So, sorry, I'm trying to keep the glare off you guys, but there's my big rock. It's a huge boulder in my yard. And this is all in my yard, all the way over there to that gate, all the way out to the road. Got this driveway, and this yard, and it loops around over there. And I own all those trees that you see right there. All those trees you see. But except for the ones behind them, obviously. Just the first row of trees. Sorry, let me be clear on that. I only own the first row of trees. So, Silverado. I had this truck completely apart. I had put new head gaskets in it. So, took it all down, put new water pump head gaskets, new alternator, new tensioner. And I think this is the wrong belt. There must be a slightly shorter belt, because this belt with a brand new tensioner and everything, it just will not stop squealing when I put any type of load on it. So these trucks are so basic that they don't really run any load on the electrical system, and that bus is super loud. So they don't really run much load on the electrical system. This truck's so basic, you know, it's just an extended cab, ain't much lights and nothing like that going on. But when you cut the headlights on, and then you cut the heat on full blast, and you got lights on high beam, and you're cutting the turn signal, and the radio's on, the belt starts squealing. And I can literally, I can adjust the headlights and adjust my fan to make the belt stop squealing. It's the most insane thing ever. Alright, so we're going to move on to the back. You can kind of see where it's kind of wearing out that belt a little bit. Sorry if I'm taking you guys around too much. We got new brakes done up here on the front. I'm going to go ahead and slip around to the back and bring my gun around. Bring this stuff around. All we got to do in the back is check them and adjust them. So, and then we're doing the tire rotation is part of the system. So all we're doing is throwing the tire that I'm propping you guys up against onto the back. So we've been talking motorcycles, we've been talking trucks. This is my Silverado. That's my Ranger over there. I'm giving that to my brother because he's kind of in need, and we've been talking about it. I told him, I said, if you really don't want to spend any money to fix that truck, I said, why don't we just go ahead and sell it, and you can take the money and you can go ahead and invest that into like whatever you want, your bills, your Christmas presents, or whatever, because he's having a hard time too. Sorry, I'm on a main road right here, guys. I'm sorry, but I donated that truck to my brother. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back wheel off. So I already did the front brake pads. So we're just going to go ahead and throw these wheels from the back into the front. We're going to go ahead and try to adjust the back brakes back here, as long as these pads ain't destroyed. Well, there's shoes back here, if you want to be technical about it. Oh. So we're doing brake job, tire rotational. Let's see what these brakes look like. So see that? I don't think they're doing a whole lot of nothing because they don't look like they've been grinding much at all. And this is a brand new drum. They should be getting busy over here. And it looks like they're not. So I'm gonna adjust this. So if you don't know anything about drums, they're either on the bottom or the top. This one's on the top, and if you look in here, it's really hard to see, but there's a little screw right there, and it has a wheel on it. Looks like a nut, but it's not a nut. It's a toothed wheel, and you rotate that thing, and it adjusts the brakes, and it pushes the brake pads out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna adjust these brakes. Set you guys up. See whatever you can see, alright? See what you can see. What's the brake pad? Red. Don't be going nowhere around them. Man, I can't believe I lost my damn keys, dude. That sucks. That's probably why my drum or my emergency brake ain't working very well either. Everything's just so far out of adjustment. Get out! Stupid dirt. All that brake dust. Alright, so I'm gonna go around and grab this screwdriver and adjust these brakes. So it might be easier to see now that it's a little bit cleaner. But there's this fork right here, and that thing just holds that like that. And you just adjust this and make it push the brake pads apart. And you can look at it and see which way the threads go. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to, I need to check it. So you just slip the rotor or the drum on. You just slip the drum back on. And typically, I think the old style ones, you would you adjust it from the outside until you get a little bit of drag. But you can't adjust these from the outside for some reason. So what I've been doing is I just slip this drum on, and I'm just going to adjust it out until that thing is kind of tight. Not tight, but where it's kind of close to grabbing something before it starts. And you know, because you want the brakes to activate pretty quickly. If they have a lot of movement, they're not going to do anything. They'll barely drag. So you get those brakes so they're pushed right out to the edge. You want them to activate very quickly. That's a lot closer. And I turned that thing a lot. So a lot of times they just get dirty. So what'll happen is that adjuster, I think it's supposed to self-adjust, but I mean, I'm no drum brake expert. That's why I said I kind of like the discs better, and I wouldn't mind doing like a disc conversion. So I mean, that's a lot tighter. I'm looking at the clearance on this. I can get even more out of that. It's crazy how out of adjustment these brakes actually were. Kind of annoying because I pull a trailer with this thing and I need the brakes to grab a little bit better. Need them to start doing something. Need them to start pulling their weight or stopping their weight, you know? But they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. Oh, look at these nice pads. Look at these nice thick pads. They're just like, you ain't been helping me all this time. You just been sitting here. Oh, yeah, that's getting tight. I think that's about right. Yeah, that's about right. So we're gonna back it off. We're gonna back you out of it a little bit. And hopefully that gives a lot better brake feel. Because this thing was just such a slouch, man. And in the rain, oh my gosh. It would lock that right front wheel and just, that's it. So maybe I went a little too far. Went a little bit too far. I think she's rubbing pretty good. So we'll try that one, huh? That's a little better. I think that's a lot better because it's actually doing something now. I want to say I'll leave it there because, I mean, I want the brakes to work. They weren't working hardly at all before, so that's got to be better than it was. Hey, why don't you guys jump in the front of the truck and push the brake pedal for me? If you could just jump in the truck real quick, you know? It'd be nice. Yeah, I'm losing my back already. But my back is totally cooked. Oh, what's up, buddy? We're doing the brakes over here. Check out my brakes, man. I'm trying to be entertaining, but this is not good enough for nobody. Nobody wants to watch my live stream. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just kidding. just gonna send it. I think it's good. I like it. I think it's good enough, you know. We're just gonna send it like that. Oh man. Alright, so now that we got all the brakes adjusted, and replaced, everything's done in that fashion. I got this, this is the back wheel. I'll go ahead and throw this back wheel on the left front. Because I'm going to do an X pattern rotation now. So that wheel's going to go there. Yep. My back is good. So this is the front wheel from over here. This one's gonna go back here to the rear. And we're gonna take this rear and take it to the right front. Oh dang, there's a nail in there. Oh man. We're gonna have to pop that nail out of there. We're gonna have to pull that nail out real quick. It's crazy. One nail went in my tire sideways. That must have been when I took it and drifted it off the side of the highway. I mean, not off the side of the highway. I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely didn't do that. Oh, we got an extendo kit, look. We got an extendo kit. We extended the wheels out, look. We got the Baja Silverado 2027 edition. Alright, so we're gonna put this tire on. And that one's going up there. Alright, so now we got everything back to where it needs to go. So, doing an X pattern rotational. We got new brake pads in there. This is the old pads. Yeah, I live right next to a train. Yep. That's nice, clean gravel. Who's the best streamer? Not me. Alright, there we go. So we got all the wheels where I want to put them. Need to absorb all the rest of this brake fluid up out of here. So I gotta change this brake fluid to the so taking it, just absorbing it. Absorb it to break it fluid to get it up out of there. So you just Alright, so get all that old brake fluid out of there. We'll dump some fresh in now. And when my wife comes home later, I'm gonna get her to help me bleed it. Because I might want to flush these lines out, because that fluid is pretty bad. I don't like to leave gross fluid in the system for too long if I can help it. This cap. This cap's always been very difficult. I guess it needs to be tight, but I wish they would design a better cap. So we got this thing. This wheel back on. Yeah, I can always bleed it later. Come on. There we go. The truck sagged back down. Oh, the jack sagged back down. The truck dropped onto the jack stand. So this thing should have night and day difference on the brakes. So we got, this truck has brand new calipers. This truck has brand new pads. There's one bad drum in the back. It's not even that bad, to be honest. So we'll throw these wheels back on and go. We're gonna throw these wheels back on and bed these new brakes back in. You know how to bed brakes in? You go 100 miles an hour and slam on the brakes. You just cook them. You just cook them back down to the cord again, you know. What's up, guys? These are my old brake pads. Look at that. Ka-chow. Oh, it's like magic. You think this brake pad, but nope. You think it was brake pad, love, but it is not. So throw these wheels back on and drive down the road and slam on brakes in front of somebody at 100 miles an hour. That's how you bed brakes in. I googled it. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go find my driver. Or no, I'm just gonna go around. We're just gonna go around and do all the wheels, huh? Here's the next one. So I found my case. Oh yeah. I found my key. So we're just throwing the wheels back on Then we're gonna start up the truck. The truck is straight piped, guys. So if you want to hear the truck, it don't sound the best, but it's definitely loud. we're gonna crank her up after I finish putting these wheels back on. Give me a comment in the bottom. Tell me you say start her up if you want to hear this thing. If you want to hear this shitbox start up. I mean, it's perfectly nice truck. Nothing wrong. Come on, would you quit that? I spin it and then you spin it. We can't keep spinning together. One at a time here. It's a good thing that my shoulder don't hurt. Or you know. I know when you're young, you don't think about how your body hurts. Because you get hurt and you heal. When you're old, sometimes you don't heal, man. You just feel it forever. Or some of the hurts that you had when you were a kid comes back and then you feel that forever. Alright. Nobody says start it up. Somebody says start it up. And crank it up. I know, this is the most boring ever. I finished the brakes already, man. Come on. I already did the brakes. You're supposed to be here an hour ago. But I mean, we could start the truck and talk about motorcycles. I was talking to my wife about buying a new motorcycle. But that's after we sell the house, big dog. We gotta sell the house. And we're gonna move. Oh, my back. Yep, we're gonna have to adjust that back a tiny bit. She just feels a little too snug. Might be in a bad wheel bearing. That makes more sense. I was wondering why it was so hard to move this thing. I was like, it can't be the brake adjustment because I didn't make it that tight. Adjust it back somewhere here. Running a little tight. I want more brakes. Should be fine. Any brakes is better than none. It's back here. I just don't think it's working. It definitely didn't feel like they were working. Throwing the wheels back on my truck. I'm gonna take it for a little ride. My straight pipe Silverado. This is the most ridiculous landscape truck in the world. Would you just get on there? How many times I gotta turn it? Jeez. I lost him. Oh, here we go. When I say get on there, I say get on there. You better do it. I'm tired of fighting this. Oh, you missed the project, big dog. You missed it. Oh my God. What is up with this wheel? They're not wanting to go on. What is happening? Right? No. Oh, to my world viewers, my wife is home. Rebel. Welcome home.
Daddy!
Hey, my beautiful booty. Did you have a good day in school? Oh, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, he's working on the truck.
Oh.
You're blocking it, Bubba. You can stay in it if you back up just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So you can stay in it. Just back up so they can see you.
Go, 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 go.
People. Hey, Bobby.
There's no one else here.
Oh, no, not right now. Don't touch it. Say hi, guys.
Hi. Hi.
There's people watching and saying stuff.
Wet. Wet.
Red.
Wet.
Red. What are you doing? You're gonna knock it down.
I got it.
Alright, let me get it, guys. Alright, going inside, okay? Love you guys. I think so. Maybe you gotta ask Mama because my hands are dirty, okay? Okay. Red, you stay with me? Good my good boy. Alright. So we're gonna finish putting these wheels on so we can do the final startup of the truck. Okay, I don't know how good they're gonna be, but I've actually got rear brakes. I haven't had rear brakes, I think, the whole time I've been driving this thing. I went to slam on the brakes in the rain the other day, and this thing was just, it was one wheel sliding, dude. It was a scary ride. So I'm hoping that I got the brakes fixed in this thing now, so I can actually have a safe ride. Hey-ya! We're going to walk this thing down on all fours. Here we go again and again. That's another thing I want when I get down there. A lift. Ain't gotta be the biggest lift, that one just a lift. Something decent, I guess, huh? I'm really tired of
Mom's okay with it.
Where is it?
Huh?
Where is it?
Where's what?
Walking it.
Oh.
The live stream.
We're gonna go over. It's right over there, and then we are gonna go to one of my other friends' house. Mom said it's okay with her as long as I'm careful.
You're gonna walk down the side of the road?
Yeah.
You don't want your bike?
My bike's tires popped. Remember when we were going down there into the lot?
Alright. Hey, be careful on this road, okay? Don't come back late.
Huh?
Don't be out super late. If it starts getting dark, you come back.
What?
If it gets dark, you need to be back here. So we got the truck off the jacks in the front. And my wife came home. That's the new car after she wrecked her car. Had to get that thing. So we'll go ahead and bring y'all around to the back. Go ahead and drop this thing down. Whew, I didn't want to roll for nothing. So jack this thing up and get it off these jack stands. Take it for a test drive. Try to backfire it a couple times. Oh. Yep. Oh, we're gonna get my torque wrench from the shed so I can torque all these studs. I like to torque the wheel lugs. I don't know, it makes me feel good about myself. Oh. I mean, if there's nothing else you torque, it's head bolts and lug nuts. You don't want your heads coming up, and you don't want your wheels coming off. Now I'm gonna run up to the shed and get the torque wrench. I've been working on the Silverado all day, guys. My wife just came home. Been putting brakes on the truck all day. I'm about to take it for a ride. It's straight pipe. Straight pipe Silverado. Go up to the shed, grab my torque wrench, and torque these lug nuts on. Where my dog at? Is Red in there? What my back be looking like? Oh, she did. I'm about to cut off this live stream. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. I finished the brakes. I'm gonna go take it for test drive. Straight pipe Silverado. Check out the yard. But I'm gonna end the live stream now because my Bion is about to die. Hasta luego, pimpin'.